Okay, so this track here weighs somewhere about 600 pounds is what I understand, 650, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's far too much to try to handle by hand. So I'm not even gonna try. What I did on the last one, you'll see here, I'm just gonna cut it, unroll it, and I put down a piece of plywood and some cardboard, and that'll help it slide underneath here when I get that track off. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to start taking this track off. And how we're going to begin with this is inside this hole here. Let me grab my flashlight and I'll show you. I think you can see inside that hole there is a grease zert, and that is where you apply pressure. There's a cylinder. There's a piston and everything cylinder back here, and it pushes that roller out, and that's what tightens this track. So once we pull out this zert here, all the grease in there, and it's pushed out with grease. So once we pull this loose, all the grease is going to come running out. We're going to take the tractor there and push against the front of this track, and it will push in that roller if everything works correctly, and it'll push the grease out here, but it will allow us to take this off pretty easily if it works as well as the other side did anyway. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start right here, and I'll show you what that looks like. So okay, it looks like you guys can see me okay. So what I found on the other side that works pretty good, tuck this under here, and then it'll catch most of the grease. But you can see, I mean, it collapses pretty quick. So we have, you know, I mean, the track's already loose, but we're going to collapse that in a little further to make this as easy as possible. That should be all the grease we're going to get out of there for now. So we'll go ahead and get this out of here. And that did pretty good. It did a good job. It caught 90% of the grease. There we go. There's our, we'll clean that up when we're done. So now, I'm gonna get my rock bar.
Let's try. Let's see if we can get that up.
right, so as soon as I cut this wire loose here, this is going to get interesting because this thing weighs somewhere around, I think it weighs somewhere around 650 pounds altogether. Yeah, because altogether I think the guy told me it weighed about 1,300 pounds. So we're going to get this thing strapped up here so I can drag it, and then we'll get it pulled under there. Got to use my other hand here. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. All right, so that's hooked up nicely. So now I'm gonna try to unroll this thing. Don't get your fingers under there. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Let's get it dragged through here. We'll try to hook it on the tractor over here, obviously. May have to get another strap, this ain't long enough. Well, let's see. I'd come in a little closer, but I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a minute. You guys let me know if I'm gonna hit something. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna have to get TJ involved in this process. Let's make it happen. So I had to pull some of the plates off just to be able to get to everything. Gotta find the right socket here. Let's see. That appears to be the one. my nuts. Believe it or not. All right, now, gotta get that flipped up here. This is the part that can hurt you right here, because if you get your fingers caught between those plates, you will regret it. I did that, and I don't recommend it. Oh, come on, my foot. Up one. Okay, I'm gonna pull this plate off here. This pad, I'm gonna pull this pad off. Tell you what. Okay. All right, let me get you guys over here so you can see what's going on, okay? This is what we are doing. I'm trying not to block you guys, but so this one and this one are the only two that really matter as far as the size for the pin. I'll show you in just a second. Excuse me. And this one here is a little bigger, so the pin never really, it doesn't bind in here, obviously. It moves around, it's free to move. But this one have to be fairly tight. They don't have to be ridiculously tight. But when we did the other side, again, I didn't have a set of calipers at the time, and I didn't have a press or anything like that, so I had to make a homemade press. And I'll even show you. It looks really bad, but it worked. I mean, let's see if I can find it. So this is my homemade press contraption here. I went through about 6 bolts and a lot of sledgehammering. Well, mostly my neighbors and my son-in-law sledgehammered, but it worked. It finally went in. This one I'm gonna do a little different. I bought this tool. This is a ball joint. This is a ball joint C-clamp, and it's actually almost perfect for this. So with the help of this, and I've got some sanding discs so we can clean these up, and we're gonna take our calipers and measure these and keep it within 1/1000 is what my goal is, so that it's not ridiculously hard to press through there. Because last night I measured it. This is 3.5 thousandths under the pin. So even freezing the pin, and I did that. I froze the pin. I heated these up, and it wouldn't even begin. Of course, 3.5 thousandths a lot. Now maybe with some liquid nitrogen, you might be able to freeze it enough and heat this up enough to get it through there. But anyway, point is, I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna get these within 1/1000ths and try to press that pin in. So that's what is gonna happen now. So we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna do a little grinding on this pin here. And I was incorrect earlier when I said that was 3 thousandths. It was actually closer to 8 or 9 thousandths difference. I've got it shaved down now to about somewhere around 3 or 4. And I'm gonna trim a little bit off of this shave a little bit off of this pin with a grinder, and then see if we can get it started and just press it in there. That's the goal anyway, so. Yeah, I'm not sure if they sent the wrong pins or if it's just the tolerances are just that far off. I'm not sure, but it's pretty bad. I mean, it is pretty far out. So this thing here will work, but I gotta get it in. I gotta get that pin pushed almost all the way through that hole before it's gonna work. So we're gonna have to see if we can hammer that in. I'm gonna try that real quick. See if it'll, and see if I can just hammer this one through to about here, and then this will fit. So let me grab a hammer. And if we can't make that happen, I'll just have to do some more grinding. I got a feeling it ain't gonna happen. No, it ain't quite gonna happen. Okay, I don't wanna beat on it too much, but let's see if it'll fit now. No, we're so close. So close. Yeah, I need about another. All right, I'm about to knock that back out and do a little more grinding. So it's okay, we'll make it happen. We will make it happen. Grab my gloves. Oh. Oh, it's okay, baby. I'll be there in a minute. That's my little doggy whining. She wants to go inside. Ouch. I told you you were going to come out. Okay. Well, let me do some more sanding. I'll bring you guys back. All right, so I've sanded and sledged on it and did all of that good stuff, and I think I've got it close enough that I can make it go on there, but I gotta get I have to get these washers in there. I forgot exactly what they call these, but they go in here, and yeah, so they have to be in there, and I got to get it lined up, so I'm gonna have to hammer on it a little bit here. Come on, get up here. Ooh. Gonna have to pry on it a little bit here. Hopefully I can make it get up there. Maybe not. Damn it. Oh. Now be careful, because I think I'm going to have to drive that pin back out a little bit. Got a little far on it, so we'll have to wait on those. Let me drive it back out of here. Let's see. I can
probably use that.
We'll just drive it back out in a little bit. I went a little too far. I don't know if you can see, but I went just a little too far there. So I'm gonna have to drive it back out a little bit. Okay, after a little bit of work, I got it pushed back out far enough it'll go in. So I'm gonna try this again here. This is a tricky operation. Okay, let's see if we can line that up. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, no. Really? All right. Let me get something a little smaller to pull that. Oh, this is the problem. Is if you don't have the proper tools, you've got to work really hard to find something that fits perfect to get it done without losing all the washers and everything. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see. It's not terrible. It's not. Oh, easy now. They ain't cooperating. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. But, oh my gosh. Oh. To pop this out. Okay, almost. I don't think it's quite gonna fit, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, yeah, I want to knock it back in some. So let me get this off. That's the way it works. Sometimes you get one step forward and 2 steps back. But we are making progress. Oh, gotta move all this stuff out of the way. Alright, let's take the sledging hammer. Hopefully you guys don't get hit. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see if that made any difference. So close. Oh, that's close. I could probably make that work. There we go. All right, we got her sort of kind of lined up there. Gotta take our smaller one, but we'll see if this will work. I hope it will. I sure do. Okay. I gotta sit down.
It sure would be nice to have another set of hands, but everybody's busy. It's just me, so I gotta try to get this make it work and get it done.
I don't know, let's just push on for a minute. Well, we got half of it. That's awesome. Okay, that's excellent. So we got half of it in there. Oh, goodness. That's beautiful. Now, we gotta line that up. Get that other side lined up. Ooh, man. That's a beast. A beastie beast. Somewhere about right there. Let me see if I can push that through a little bit. Oh boy. Let me put a little WD-40 in there. Okay. Let's see if it'll start. Let's see if that started over there. It appears it has. Okay. I'll back it out a little bit. That may be the end of this thing, but I mean, so far, it's working a lot better than banging on that son of a gun. I promise you that. This was a horrible thing last time. Okay. We're gonna try putting this on there, and this thing came with, oh goodness. This thing came with some caps that you use for removing kingpins, and I am going to try one of those on here and see if it'll help me. And again, I may have to get the torch out and heat that side up some, but I'm going to try not to. I just don't want to deal with that right now. So let me see if I can make this work. I'm very hopeful that I can do this. Oh, get it. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's back her out. Boy, she went in a long way that time. A long way. I don't know how far I can go with that. That's about it. That was beautiful, that thing. Let me
Let's see what happens. She's so close. I'd say that's where she ought to be right there. Oh boy, that was fun. Well, I'll tell you what, this thing right here was amazing. Yeah, this thing right here was worth every penny. This thing right here was 88 bucks. Now, I mean, I almost destroyed it. I'm not gonna lie. But a hydraulic press for this thing is $1,800. Now there's, I'm sure, many other methods to put these in, but I ain't complaining because that's awesome. I mean, that thing did exactly what I wanted it to do. Now the only thing that I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to knock this over a little bit because it's tight where I was clamping it together. So it makes it tight here. So I'm gonna have to knock this over with the sledgehammer, but I think I can do it. That's too far, but let's just try. Oh, come on. See how that's freed that up already? Yeah, that's freed that up a lot. And the only other thing you have to worry about, of course, is the distance on these holes here. We'll check that real quick, and if that's okay, then I'm happy with that. I won't even move it anymore. But let's find out. So we'll grab a plate here. We will find out. Let's see. Gotta make sure I go with these the right way. Let's see. Pretty sure it's right there. It's pretty close. I think I can make it work. Alrighty. Got to get this reinstalled. Let me grab my towel. Oh boy. I hope you guys can see what's going on here. Let me get you adjusted a little bit. Okay. So that is what we're working on. Yeah. You guys can see. Okay. So this goes back in here. No, don't you do that. Oh. Come on. Oh my goodness, come on. What are you doing? There we go. Didn't want to go. Alright, that's nice and greasy. I'll clean that up. Okay. I'll need that in a minute. Just get a little grease in here. Get this tightened up a little bit. I'm not going to completely adjust it until I lift the machine a little bit more, but just to keep it from jumping off a sprocket or anything, we're gonna. I was gonna say if we can get it to cooperate, but it finally did. All right, let's see what we got here. Gotta put a battery in that thing or it won't work. Here, I'm gonna move you guys over here. You can watch that pulley. I mean, that's roller right there. And you'll see her moving out. Okay, we're gonna hold up right there for a minute. I think that gives me enough access that I can tighten up these. So let's see if I can make that happen. Once again, I gotta steal the battery. Oh. Okay. I think this is the right one. That's the right socket. Okay. Now, these that are loose. Yeah, that gives me access now. All right, let me get those on. I think I can anyway. I may have to move it, but I'm hoping I don't have to. Oh, easy now. I don't want to get crazy there. Yeah, I'll have to move this to tighten those up, but it'll at least get them a little bit. All right, let me get this thing fired up, lift it, and we'll finish up. I'm gonna have to tighten that up, and then we're gonna have to tighten that up. So, which one was it? I think it was this one. Yep. Grease to it. There. gonna have to take a measurement real quick. All right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the manual says 5.18 to 5.67, something like that. So we're right now we're right at 6. So we are, oh, that's about 5 3/8. I think we'll leave it right there. I had to go check the other side real quick and see what it looks like. And then we get to test run it, which is the fun part. Well, once we clear all the junk out. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, that looks like a lot more than 5 point whatever there. Yeah, we're over 6. So let's put a little grease on this one. About 5 3/8 like we did on the other side. That's pretty close. We're gonna leave it right there. All right. Looks okay. We'll run it a few minutes. I'll take a look at it. All right, got it all done. Let's do a quick walk around, take a look-see, and then we're gonna take it for a test drive. Make sure we ain't missed nothing here. I will rotate the tracks off the ground first, just to see, you know, that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. And then we're gonna take her for a short test drive real quick. So you guys watch the view.
Well, I think that's going to work out just fine. That looks real good. Yeah, the reason I elected to change these in the first place is because we have so many rocks here. Those tracks are still good. The rubber tracks are still good. They were just starting to get cuts in them real bad. And I've got a lot of work to do left here, and the rocks are just, well, I mean, look around. The rocks are crazy around here. So these will last twice as long as those rubber ones. And if I ever decide to sell the machine, I'll just sell the rubber ones with it. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff helps us. And it allows us to share content. So thank you. Bye.